Hey there everybody, welcome to Trial Azure Gaming. Today we are back with Pokemon Premier Journey here in Legends EA. It's episode 27, and it's time for a pre-Shiny Charm hunt. Now, I gotta be honest with you, the reason we are doing this is because of a new viewer challenge we got. Now, before we get into that, let's talk about seasonal challenges. You see them on screen. Complete the ZA Dex, we're at 176 out of 232. And yeah, mostly hoping to add a Shiny here, and we're not probably going to add anything else. So, maybe an alpha, maybe a cool alpha or something, but yeah. Complete the Mega Dimension Pokedex, don't even have the access to it yet. Reach rank A, we're currently rank B, but I know there's going to be a bunch of story stuff to get to there. Capture one full art Shiny, we've done that 3 times now, one including being an alpha Shiny Hawlucha. So that's pretty cool. Unlock the Master Ball, we're currently level 38, gotta get to 49, 11 more levels to go through. Complete side missions. We've done 58 out of 100. Last time we were at 56. I had to do 2, and I'll explain why in a minute. Any shiny found must be used. Max of 6, and we're 4 out of 6. Pretty much that means anytime we find a shiny, it knocks out a non-shiny member of my team until I have a full team of 6. And then after I find a 7th shiny, then I can use whichever Pokemon I like. So for now, my team consists of 2 shinies that can't Mega Evolve and is kind of holding me back, but kind of not. So yeah, it's kind of odd. Find all colorful screws, we've done that. Complete 3 viewer challenges, we haven't done any, but I want to get... Yeah, thank you, the sun will be setting soon. I know, game, calm down. We will be working on completing one this episode because viewer challenges. Chillin' Weeb, catch a shiny in each wild zone. We're 1 out of 20. The Vanillite we caught was the only one, and that was down in area 16? No. 12. I don't know why I keep mixing those up, but it's 12. So that's 1 out of 20. We haven't got a shiny anywhere else, but hopefully today we can add a second zone to that because I have an idea of what I want to go for. But Chillin' Weeb's newest viewer challenge, Shiny Hunt before having Shiny Charm. So I could do this at any point, but I decided why not right now? And I thought the perfect area to do it in. We'll talk about that in a second. Obviously, there's an empty one, but we can have as many viewer challenges as you guys comment. So hey, comment down below a challenge, and I will 100% get it done as long as it's completable in Legends EA. All right, let's get to it. So first, let's talk about the elephant in the room. Why do I have two more side quests or side missions done than prior? Well, that's because I went through and the Frou-Frou lady had 2 more quests, and I just decided to burn through them because now we have every single Frou-Frou version in regular. And we have 5 out of the 10 in alpha, right? So I'm happy with that. Obviously we'll need a bunch of shinies for that, but that's whatever. But that's why we have 2 more side missions. But hey, got a bunch of Frou-Frous done, so a bunch of forms are done. Now, why are we outside Wild Zone 8? Well, like I said, Chillin' Weeb gave us a shiny hunt before having Shiny Charm. His actual comment said, since you need some for your challenge, I think he's referring to my have a 6 shiny Pokemon, I challenge you to shiny hunt before you get the Shiny Charm. So he wants me to shiny hunt. So I have taken the liberty of thinking this as I have to choose my shiny hunt. So I've decided the shiny hunt will not end until I get a Pokemon from Wild Zone 8 shiny. That's what we're going to do today. We're just going to keep cycling Wild Zone 8. Now, let me be honest with you. The reason I chose this is because of the Pokemon, right? So obviously, first off, we see what will eventually be a Crocodile, but whether it's Sandile or Crocorock, Crocodile's a good ground dark type who I wouldn't mind having on this team even if he doesn't have a Mega Evolution. And he's just strong, right? He's pretty quick, he can hit hard, and in this game I think he should do just fine, right? So I'm not too concerned about him at all. Next is Gibble, right? Gibble would be the rarest one, but if we can get a Garchomp, obviously Mega Garchomp exists, and there's obviously the new Mega Garchomp Z, which I don't know has been released yet. But Garchomp in and of itself, even with the basic Mega Evolution, is strong, right? And why not the best shiny? I wouldn't mind it. And, you know, we could always use an Alpha Gibble, and yeah. So, either way, Whether we're looking at Crocodile or Garchomp, I'm going to talk mainly in-game here because they would immediately fully evolve to their final forms if we got them, would both be great additions to this team. Now, next up, we actually have an Excadrill. In this case, it's a Drillbur, but we have an Excadrill, obviously, that can Mega Evolve on our team. It's an Alpha, it's strong. If we could get a shiny version, I would be glad because this Excadrill, it does work. A shiny version would do the same, and we would just run it the exact same way we are running it now. I would be happy with an Excadrill. Machop is the next one, and he's a little bit troublesome because I would obviously have to get him evolved to a Machoke, which isn't the end of the world, and then a Machamp. Machamp does not have a Mega Evolution. Does have that cool Gigantamax, but not a Mega Evolution. But Machamp is very strong. Its shiny isn't awful, and I bet it would do decently in this game, right? And I wouldn't mind it. Like, at the end of the day, it's like I already have shinies of it, but it's still, when I'm hitting so many Pokemon, well, okay, let's continue this conversation by talking about Numel, or in this case, Camerupt. Camerupt can also appear here as just an Alpha, and if it happens to be shiny, that's good. Its shiny's awesome, but it has a Mega Evolution too, in Mega Camerupt. Now, why not the best Mega Evolution? It would be a Fire type, Fire Ground type that could do stuff. It's not bad, right? And it has, like I said, a pretty good shiny. So between Garchomp, Excadrill, and Camerupt, out of the Pokemon I can get here, 3 out of the 5 have Mega Evolutions. Crocodile is very strong, and Ground Dark is a decent typing. Machamp, because I saw his image and thing, not thinking about the full evolution, wouldn't be a bad Pokemon, but not the best. So the fact we have added Wild Zone 8, and it's about to set. And let's go get in here for the first time, just in case there's like an Alpha I need, or a shiny happens to appear right off the bat, which would be so big, but I doubt it, right? That's the Crocodile. Or Rock. Crocodile. See, now that I've talked about the final stages, my brain is like locked in shiny in like final stage form. Obviously, I would hear the shiny thing and see the sparkles if they were there, right? So obviously, there's none this time. Oh, a Gible. But not shiny, not Alpha, we go on. It's gonna Fall Night. So obviously you can see them being aggressive. First run, nothing happened. This won't hurt me outside, so whatever. But I picked Wild Zone 8 out of all the zones because I felt like this was the best one. One Pokemon we already have on our team, an Excadrill. If we could just replace him for a shiny version, we're looking good, right? But another reason is because, like I said, Garchomp is very, very strong, and he would be just a straight up upgrade, in my opinion. But also, like, he has a Mega Evolution, he has a new form. Having a shiny one ready for that new Z form would be worth it. But between Camerupt, Excadrill, and Garchomp, boom, that's 3 out of 5. Crocodile is good enough that I'd be happy to use him even without Mega Evolution. And Machamp is kind of the outlier. But do I say no to this area when 4 out of the 5 are exceptional? I don't think it makes sense. Hey, Gimbal. I don't think it makes sense to say no to 4 out of the 5. Right? It just doesn't, you know? So at the end of the day, I think I'm making the right choice by coming here and chasing here for a shiny. Now, obviously, the Alpha question also brings in the fact that I have an Alpha Excadrill if I jump down to just a regular shiny. And I think I just fly reset. I think that's the best way to do it. Or I guess I could run away. Wonder which better. Probably fly resetting, right? But yeah, pretty much this is what we have to do. I wanted to get this shiny hunt done early. And I thought, why not experiment? Why not not waste an episode. Use an episode, let me be positive, to experiment. figure out which is the best way to go about this. Now, like I said, a lot of shinies here are actually really fantastic. So oh shoot. I don't know if I have Alpha Numal. He broke out. Hold on, he's right there. Let me exit really quick and see if I do have one. So if I don't, I'm wasting extra time trying to catch him. Right? I should be smart and efficient with my time, which I not always am. And I already have one, see? Yeah, so I think the best pet is to just fly reset. And I know I should just fly reset like a dozen times, but I do want to explore just because I don't want to fly reset and miss a possible alpha Gabite or Gibble, because like I need alpha Gibbles. See, unfortunately, he's just a regular little guy. But yeah, ultimately, any shiny here would be super helpful. Like, any single one of them would make me feel at least a little bit more confident about the team without worrying. Right? If it was just a shiny Exadrill or shiny Drillbur turned into a shiny Exadrill, I think flying is faster. Because I was gonna try the runaway thing, but I think that's slower. We'll see. This is about also testing, experimentation. How many resets does it take for me to find a shiny? You know? If I had to bet, the shiny is most likely gonna be a Numel. Right? Numel is 100% my bet. What would be the scariest, but would be the coolest, would either be the alpha or a Gabite, Gibble, Garchomp, whatever. You know what I mean? Because that's just a rare spawn, and if a shiny one pops up and I mess it up, it's gonna suck. Obviously, I will do everything I can not to mess it up. But, oh, dude, really? Okay. But yeah, this is what I'm doing. I also want to talk it out with you because I know a little bit about bench resetting, like, and I don't know. A part of me feels like until I have all the alphas I need for this area, which mainly I think I need more Gibbles. It feels wrong to just like not come in here each time to check. Like once I'm purely shiny hunting, right? Once I'm shiny hunting and there's no more alphas I need that are base, then obviously I get it. But for now, if I know I missed an alpha Gibble, you know, because I didn't come check, I'll be very sad. I would actually be very sad because the alphas don't lock in, right? They're not like shinies. If I leave, they're gone. So, yeah. Not to mention, looking at my team composition, the only two left I can take out is Gardevoir and Extro, which I should note really quick, all their natures got changed, and I did change up the movesets. Gardevoir no longer has Thunderbolt, it has Shadow Ball. I put Rock Slide on Excadrill, Hyper Voice on Vanillux, and yeah, I think that was the only changes. But I also changed all their natures to properly match what they should be. Yeah, I will be honest, if I had... Ooh. I 100% should have you. Just in case I don't. Cool. See, that was quick, that was efficient. If I missed it, then obviously I would run out and check. I think I already do, but yeah. And that's all of them. Alright. So really quickly, again, slightly inefficient here. Let me check if the Sandile. I'm pretty sure I already had. Oh, I didn't have one. That's awesome. So right there, Sandile, Crocodile. I just need a regular Crocodile, but that can happen later. So boom. See right there. So hold on. Let me really quickly check the Pokemon I'm missing. So I already have an Alpha X-Drill. I have the Machop and the Machokes. What am I missing? So the Crocodile line, the X-Drill line, the Machop line. Gible, I need it. Like I said, I need Alpha, but I just need more Gible in general. Should probably catch another Gible. And then I need a regular Camerupt. But yeah, that stuff can wait. I know I can always come back here for a regular Gible. So I'm not too worried about that. It's an Alpha Gible that I would like to stack up on, right? I'm pretty sure I can get a Garchomp later, but I don't know about Gabite. So if I see an Alpha or two, that's the reason I'm running back in here. Mainly just in case I see that sweet. Oh, this could be it. No, it's a Drillbur. Cool Alpha, but it's not shiny Alpha, so I can't really worry about it. Hey, buddy. Nope, it's not that. Let me check you. You're just regular, okay. All right. So yeah, like pretty much here, Gible, Alpha, or shiny. That's the only things we're looking for. And I am going to run through, and I know this is inefficient, and you know, if you're a shiny hunter and you're watching this and it bothers you, I'm sorry. But I am trying to complete an Alpha Dex too, and I might as well make use of this time, because if I miss, you know, like it's one of those things where I've heard people say some of the Alpha hunts can sometimes be randomly harder than the shiny hunts, especially with the shiny charm. Oh my god, triple Gible? What? Okay, Camerupt's coming after me. I need to exit. But like, dude, triple Gible. Like, that was pretty cool. Sucks. Not a single one of them was Alpha, but you know. Oh, Alpha Numal right at the bat. Dawn is approaching. That is one thing I need to watch out for. If I see an Alpha Gible, I need to go for it. Ah. Mainly, especially during, like, as it gets closer to the day-night switch, I have to be very careful. Now, I'll be honest, right? And I'm going to be blatantly obvious about this. It's going to be mean to those who like Machop, Machoke, or Machamp. They're the shiny that if I got, I'd probably be the most bummed about. They are such an easy shiny. I think I have, like, 3 shiny Machamps. I think I have like 2 shiny Machokes, and I think I have a shiny Machop. No, I think I need an extra shiny Machop. But either way, for this purpose, I'd have to evolve it to a Machamp, which would be like my 4th or 5th. Which, here's a quick memo. Not a big Machamp guy. I really don't like his design. It's really boring to me. It's not inspired. I know it's a Gen 1 Mon. But yeah, it's one of my least favorite Pokemon from Gen 1. Very boring. Never wanted to use it on my team. I even had a link cable. I traded for one, got it, and it was just one of those things where it was like, not great. I think I can get one more reset in really quick. But yeah, no, it just, Machamp wasn't my guy. Just didn't like him. You know? Funny enough, when it came to fighting types, I always liked Primate better. If I'm honest, I like Primate better. But I really didn't use the fighting type. Like, my Pokemon were always set in stone. Like, the fighting type felt really boring in Gen 1. Hitmonlee and Hitmonchan were meh. You know, just like the designs didn't speak to me. They weren't like, oh man, I have to have them. right? Oh, he's stuck. Poor Numel. Hey, camera up. Come get your Numel. He's stuck. Oh, poor guy. He's stuck. It is about to switch. You know. Oh, look. He's trying to get me. I don't, because if I switch and I see an alpha, like something, yeah, I'm just gonna let it reset. And this reset is kind of just like, it took a couple extra seconds, I think, but it did the purpose of a fly reset, right? So in the order of alphas, shinies I would want. Number 1 would be Excadrill, because I'm already using him and I love him, right? He's one of my favorite Pokemon, and to have a shiny version that can Mega Evolve would be awesome. Next would be, whether it's, you know, it's the most unlikely, I think, but Gible. Obviously, Garchomp would be really cool. Its shiny isn't the best. Gibble's is not bad because it's actually a blue difference you can notice. But yeah. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna say the final evolution names instead of saying their baby forms. But pretty much, because they would all evolve pretty much right away. Excadrill's 1, Garchomp is 2. And then I'd probably have to be... Oh, I didn't. I just walked right in. I don't know why I walked right back in. Next would probably be Camerupt because it has a Mega Evolution. Then Crocodile. And then Machamp. Like, it's very... Machamp, you know, that... They didn't know. That line is so far down. Why can't you be shiny? Alpha Shiny Jober would just be so awesome. But, you know, that's really the thing, right? Is whoever I get, I have to use. And the scary part about... The scary part about having to use, Machop is I would have to find someone to trade with online that I could trust not to steal my shiny Machoke and trade back to me. That's literally it. Like, that's the crappy part. And if I lose my shiny, well, I lost a shiny. And now what do I do? Do I continue another shiny hunt and just replace it with whatever comes next? You know, it's like, that's the part I worry about. And I worry about it quite significantly. It is a worry, especially with Machoke and Machamp. I don't have another Switch and another account that I can just trade with. You know, I wish I did. I really wish I did. I 100% wish I did. That'd make it so easy. Now, this one was a rather dead one, wasn't it? But, yeah. No, it's... Now, if there was a Crocodile Mega Evolution, or, you know, something like that, I would be so on board. And, oh, I would love to have a shiny Crocodile. But, you know, and it's gonna be up to fate. It's 100% gonna be up to fate. It's kind of just whatever the game decides to give me. And I know I'm going slow because of looking for Alpha Gibbles. But hey, if I find even a single Alpha Gibble, it will be worth it, right? Hey, stop hitting me, you guys. Jeez. Why do they have to be so violent? I guess I should also talk about the shiny forms of the Pokemon as well. Man, Machop is very much a... You know... yeah. Machop is very commonly alpha here. But yeah, alright, let's keep looking. I'll talk about the shiny forms in just a second. Ah, there's a few alphas in this one. Oh, you shiny would be so cool, but not. Well, this was kind of a dead patch. Okay. Well, that's fine. That's fine. Not the end of the world. So, obviously, ranking the shinies, and I guess for the Mega Evolutions, I guess I should... Hold on, I should pull up a thing for the Mega Evolutions. Because the Mega Evolutions, I know, changed too. Oh. Some do, anyways. Alright, so let's go back in. So, the shiny thing, like the shinies, does really change up. Kind of my order a little bit. Not by much, but it does change it up a tiny bit, right? Because I guess I do have to think about the shinies involved into it. And who shiny is, like, I don't want to say superior, but, you know, talking about the shinies, right? Crocodile has a great shiny. It's red and, like, dark, brownish, black, but the white body becomes brown with yellow. It looks great. Doesn't have a Mega Evolution, though, so, you know, not much I can do about that, but it's still a good shiny. But unfortunately, that would rank 4th for me. Next, let's talk about Machamp. We know it turns green. Whoop-de-doo. Its Gigantamax is cool, but it would be 5th. Now, here's where it gets difficult. I like Excadrill's, like, you know, its body goes from brown to reddish, and its red stripe turns like a turquoise. It's actually kind of cool. But... And I love Excadrill, but I don't think its Mega Evolution changes that much. It just kind of is that with some added, like, bigger pincers. It's like, it's not really that different. So it's like, okay, it's still really cool, and it's a great Pokemon, and I love it. And why it's already on my team, it's like, it's tied for 2nd. And I know that's kind of a cop-out to say it's tied for 2nd, but it is. Because what it's tied with is one really great shiny, right? And that's Camerupt. Camerupt goes from orange with blue, obviously we see its body here, to black with yellow circles. And its Mega Evolution, its whole body's like black with like an actual active volcano on its back, and yeah, it's just so good. I really do love it. I do love shiny Camerupt. It's a good shiny. So, like, that's tied for 2nd in my mind. But, I mean, yeah, just picture that thing being shiny. That'd be so cool. Although a static shiny like that would be cool, it would also scare me. Because I know its catch rate is higher, and it's harder to, like, capture. It's also harder to slightly damage. I mean, this thing is so underleveled compared to us that it should be easy. But yeah. And then number 1 becomes Garchomp. And if you're asking, wait, why Garchomp shiny sucks? It does. But its Mega Evolution becomes bright pinkish orange, pinkish purple. It is great. The Mega Evolution Garchomp shiny should just be applied to its regular shiny. Right? 100%. No, y'all don't need to get angry. Just calm down. But like I said, almost any shiny besides Machop, Machoke, Machamp, I would be so ecstatic with and happy. You know. Oh man, the Numels are really coming after me, bro. Oh, Gibble, but not an Alpha, so... Ah, you guys need to stop hitting me. You don't need to hit me, okay? Y'all can chill. But yeah, like, any of the Mega Evolution ones would be great. I love all the shinies for that. And then why Crocodile, like I said, doesn't have a shiny, it's just, doesn't have a shiny. Doesn't have a Mega Evolution, its shiny is really good. And so it almost doesn't need it. And it's also a rather strong Pokemon just by itself, and I love using it. Like, Crocodile was a Pokemon I used in a few playthroughs. Because Sandile's adorable, I mean, look at him, adorable. And then the anime, obviously, Krokorok had glasses and was super adorable. You know, he was really cool. And then Crocodile with his glasses. And I'm amazed they still never released a version with glasses in this game as collectible, like with like the cat Pikachus and stuff. I don't know, but yeah. Again, Machoke would be the most depressing. That is the one where I would actively be sad. And I do mean that, like, wholeheartedly. I'd be so sad. Because it's just like, it's just a dude, you know? He's not... Yeah. I don't know. I think if it had a... I'll just throw this to see if I can get it really quick. Nope, broke out. Whatever, that's fine. I'm gonna just try to throw balls when I see one, just to see if I can catch it. Because I could probably turn one into a Krokorok. Because I don't know if Krokorok shows up in any of the other areas, so yeah. Now, I know this is slow, this is monotonous, this is pretty much me talking simulator. Oh, you angry. Okay, you need to calm down. Man, why are you so angry? Just chill, Krokorok. Just chill. Ow. Aha. Alright. Now, obviously, if I see an Alpha Gibble, we are going to focus on that. Try to get it. If I see another one, I'll try to get it. Garchomp, I think I can get Alpha later. So I'm not so worried about getting a third Alpha Gibble. Also, I think at that point, I'd still have to really super, like, train it and race Candy. And I just don't think it's worth it. Right? Yeah, I don't know. If I had to bet on which Pokemon will be shiny, I think it's going to be Numel. One of these Numels are going to be, I don't know if its body, I think its body turns slightly more orange, but I know the back part of it turns blue instead of green. That I know. Also, there's giant sparkle stuff now, so, you know, with this game, so, like, it's pretty obvious not to miss it. Ah, if you were shiny, man. If you were shiny, I'd be so pumped. I love how you just walk by something and you piss everything off in this place. Like, once you know how to, like, dodge and you kind of know what attacks are coming your way, it's kind of funny how everything here truly does just, like, want to kill you. Like, they all want blood, right? But yeah, no. I mean, this, every time I look at Machop, I gotta say my stomach sinks a little. Every time I look at Machop, I have to hope he's not the run. I think Gibble and Camerupt, especially the Alpha Camerupt, but a Gibble and Camerupt I think would be the most stressful if they popped up shiny. Because it would take some good strategy to make sure that what you looking at? I'm just gonna leave. If you're gonna be that aggressive, I'll just fly away and come back. But yeah, no, like Gibble I feel like would be the scary one if it's shiny. An alpha shiny would be a little scary. Not super scary, but like if that thing right there was a shiny, it'd be a little bit more panicky than a regular one. Because a regular one, you throw a Pokeball, you probably got it. And if not, you bring it down to half health or you knock it out, you're probably guaranteed, right? Not to mention here, thankfully if we like have to exit, the shiny will obviously be saved, so it's not the end of the world. I wonder flying to 8 if it's triggering any other Pokemon. Ooh, after I find the shiny here, I might need to look around elsewhere. Another Alpha Numal, okay. We're getting closer to a shiny Alpha Numal, right guys? Dude, it keeps wrecking out, man. Just stay in, bro. Yeah, I'll just throw a ball occasionally, because any ones that break, I can just recoup from the ball guy. So I'm not too worried about it. This sounds stupid, but I wonder if I fail the Machop. If a shiny Machop appears and I fail it, like, who's really to blame, right? I mean, no, that'd be mean. That'd be really mean. That'd be messed up. I shouldn't have put that out in the universe. Because that's bad karma, and that's going to come bite me. A shiny will appear, and I'll fail it. And I mean, it could be worse, right? Like, I'm not finding a random shiny Stunfisk. Machamp, even Machoke is a usable Pokemon. You know, it's not a Stunfisk, it's not a, you know, it's not like some weak little, oh man, everything is pissed at me, hold on. Yeah, this is a, this is a exit. Really quickly. Yeah, I wonder, fly resetting, if it's affecting the areas around me, and if that's gonna hurt my chances. Oh, because there seems to be quite a few buildings right here that is like within the zone. And not to mention the lap I'm taking is also knocking them out of that 70 like range. Which could also cause like them to reset even more than the ones in here. So yeah. That is something I'm gonna have to think about. Message over. I mean, there's not much I can do about that. I can't control the spawns up there. Right? But maybe after all this is done, I should check up there too. But for my shiny hunt to count, it has to be Wild Zone 8. And I want to keep it open. Like, a part of me did want to, like, do it where I excluded a Pokemon or two, which if I had to exclude 2 Pokemon, it would 100%. The first one would have been Machop with no second guessing. But I think the other one I would have excluded as successfully shiny hunt. I think it probably, even though Sandile and Krokorok show up quite common here, I think it would have to be them. Just because they're the least helpful in, like, the others have Mega Evolutions and have typings that, and that's not an alpha because you can see the no glowing eyes, so yeah. But like, you know, Garchomp has a Mega Evolution, is, you know, literally one of the best Pokemon out there that isn't a legendary. Camerupt has a Mega Evolution and it's very good. Also, if I don't count, if I can come across the alpha static spawn over there version of it, I mean, to not count that as a shiny hunt would just be criminal. Not to mention Numal's one of the most common spawning ones over on the other side. You know, when you land, so it feels like he has the best chance of being shiny out of anyone, right? So like, it just makes sense that those two would be the ones eliminated. If I eliminated just one, 100% would be Machop, and I'd be happy with everybody else. But I feel like leaving it open for my first shiny hunt is important because right now I don't have an id goal. Like, right? If we actually stop and look at my team, excluding these two, because they are not shiny, I have to use 6 Pokemon that are shiny and find a 7th before I can use whoever. That means I will be stuck with a Ampharos, which I love Ampharos, it's great, can Mega Evolve, so I have no problem there. A Vanillux, which is slow, not Mega Evolvable, and is just pure Ice type, which isn't great. An Alpha Shiny Hawlucha who can Mega Evolve. I can't, no complaining there, right? But then an Ariados is not a great Pokemon, not a bad Pokemon. He can Toxic people, but he can't survive more than a hit, right? He'll go down. So I thought for my first shiny hunt, leaving it open was the best option. Nope, didn't. Because, like, yeah, I don't know. I felt like leaving it open would just give me a better shot without the shiny charm. Not to mention, he didn't specifically say in any of the things that shiny hunt one Pokemon, or he just said do a shiny hunt. And I thought going by a zone basis would be different. You know, like this is still narrowing it down, and it's also working towards completing his other objective, catching a shiny within an area. Not to mention, I didn't choose one with like 30 different Pokemon. This has, what, technically 6 Pokemon? If you include the camera up there. 1 rare spawn in Gibble. You know, 1 static spawn in Camerupt. And yeah, like, and they're all somewhat usable Pokemon, and I just, you know, I was just like, I'll let Destiny decide. Which might hurt me because, hey Drillbur, why couldn't you be shiny? Because it might hurt me in the long run, just because. Oh, broke out. That's fine. Yeah, just kind of let the vibes go. Just kind of see what happens, right? So, a part of me did want to exclude Machop, if I'm honest. But then I thought that would be the shiny that pops up. If I came out and said, oh, I'm shiny hunting every Pokemon, or I'm shiny hunting Wild Zone 8, and any shiny counts, because I'm hunting just a specific zone, that's my shiny hunt. Whatever shiny Pokemon I find in this zone first will be added to the team, right? I have 4 Pokemon that were, or 3 Pokemon that were full odds, 1 from a side mission, which is the obvious Ampharos. But I thought leaving it open was smart for not only the fact I don't have the shiny charm, but also gives kind of more of an open-ended question of what I'll end up with. Right? Like, maybe I'll end up with something cool. Or maybe I end up with the Machop and I'm sad. Which, out of every Pokemon I own, shiny. Oh, am I sick of Machop? Oh, dude, multiple Alpha Trouble. That's not good. Bro, chill. Okay, it's about to be night, so I'll just exit. And I'll just let it manually switch over. Alright, I'm gonna stare at this guy and say, yeah, try to slash, man, you ain't getting through. But yeah, like, at the end of the day, every one of these Pokemon are great. Like, every single one of these Pokemon are great. And so I would be happy with any one of them shining besides Machop. I can't lie. I don't want to lie to you guys about that. Like, that's one thing I try not to do with my content, is lie about the situation or my feelings on stuff, even if it's not the nicest thing. But yeah, Machop would be a little sad. Just because it's like, it's a shiny that I've had multiple times before. And it's not a shiny that, like, I love. Right? It's kind of a matte green shiny. That was not it. The repeat ball is the better option. Okay. Alright, well, this one was pretty dead. And let's actually switch back to the repeat ball. There we go. Oh, my repeat ball stash is getting low. I have to be careful about that. Yeah. If I had to bet, right, and I said this before, I think it's going to be normal. But if I had to place a second bet on, like, which one I'm going to find... Really quickly, let's just do this. There we go. There, I got something productive done. You know, it feels good to get something done. I got a gibble. What can you do? I hit big, guys. Got a gibble. Got a regular gibble. Let's go. I do need one to turn into a bite. So, like... Yeah, and personally, I can't even worry about, like, alpha gibble or bite because I 100% am gonna just have to will it into existence and just find one, right? Thankfully, I have alpha of everything else here, though. And regular everything else here besides camera, but again, I can always catch any normal and get it leveled up later. Not a priority right now. And like, if this goes on too long and I wrap it up and I try to do a part 2, if I could find an alpha gibble or get something done, you know, I can be happy and say like, oh, hey man, I checked it off. You know, I got it done. So pretty much I am now just with this, extra gibble. Let me throw it there. With that extra gibble, I am perfectly fine with only going after alphas now, right? Now, obviously, oh, wait, I can evolve that thing right now. Maybe I should. You know what? Yeah. Let's get something done. Because it evolves at 24? It does. All right, so this gibble will evolve, and this will actually take us to 177 out of 232 in the Z8 Pokedex. So it's something checked off, right? That's a big thing, is I got something done. Something in the seasonal challenge besides the side missions I did earlier, off camera. Because I was just trying to get the fruits done, which, I mean, I got stuff off camera done, but it's like I haven't done anything on camera yet. And so that's something that is a Pokemon done that I can say, hey, we got a new Pokemon. We got something done, something positive. You know, we saw the needle moved a little bit. You know, we had a little bit of progression. Now, from now on, the only type of things that could help move that threshold and be a positive experience again is Alpha Gibble or a Shiny. Fortunately, that's where we are at. Alpha Gibble or a Shiny. That's it. But, you know, because I did think about a few of the other wild zones, if I'm honest. Right? I did think about a few of the other wild zones. But a lot of them encountered the same problem that this one actually kind of expertly dodges in a weird way. And I'd have to go over them one at a time, so the next reset I'll try to bring up a list of all the wild zones and we'll talk about it as I'm roaming around. Because thankfully this game, it's very hard to miss a shiny. You know, it has a nice little alert. Okay, can I pull it up in time? Nope, I was just a little bit too slow. That's fine. One more loop. I got it on the next one. Don't worry. I'll bring up a list in just a moment. See, my biggest fear is that I'm going to do this for like an hour or two, and the shiny isn't going to be in here. It's going to be up on that roof, or that roof. Could be up on these too because of how I'm rotating around. Like, I really feel like I'm spawning stuff everywhere else besides here. So again, let's talk about the Wild Zone situation. So Wild Zone 1 has a big problem. I talked about dodging Machop because it's not that great of a Pokemon, doesn't have a Mega Evolution, but also it's just like, you know, I have a lot of it shiny and all that. Well, some have similar issues of Pokemon I really just don't want shiny, and some have a far worse situation of power scaling, right? And so Wild Zone 1, ooh, ah, no, I didn't want to get stuck in your thing. Your hut almost killed me. Ah, man, why is everything trying to kill me? All right, Bunnelby, Fletchling, you know, Scatterbug, Reedle, all come across the same same awful problem. They're not like, okay, Fletchinder and Talonflame are cool and I love them. They don't have Mega Evolutions. They're not the cream of the crop. They're not super strong. And while I would love a shiny Talonflame, because I don't have one personally, yeah, I probably will find a million Fletchlings because that seems to be the consensus in this game, so why shiny hunt it, you know? But also there's just so many other Pokemon that are meh shinies on there or just not helpful for the team. Then we get to Mareep, which would be a dupe Clausmon, so even if I got it, I wouldn't be moving the threshold, right? I would... Okay, there we go. We wouldn't really be changing much. It would just be not counting, and that's not progressing thing. Pidgey, on the other hand, which also has an alpha there, would be massive, right? Pidgeot has a Mega Evolution. It's not a bad Pokemon, especially when it's Mega Evolved. You know, it itself is good. So, but one good Pokemon does not make the best hunt, because at that point, my shiny hunt would exclusively be Pidgey. Because why I love Pichu, and shiny Pichu means shiny Pikachu, which means more importantly, shiny Raichu. And, you know, the new Mega Evolutions, but I don't have access to those yet. That's a joke. Alright. The big problem is it's another electric type. And it's not like a Alolan Raichu exists in this game, and you also cannot get Alolan Raichu to Mega Evolve into the Mega Evolutions, which are DLC, so even if I got Raichu, it would just be a Raichu, which I would love to have on my team, but it's, let's be honest, it would be a dupe typing, but wouldn't fall under the dupe clause. So that causes an issue. So Wild Zone 1 is just... Hey, Sanda, what's up, buddy? Oh, wow, there's a few alphas in here, huh? And I think every single one of them wants to actively kill me, which is not good. So yeah, Wild Zone 1 was a massive no. Pidgey was the only one out of there that was like, okay, I could work with that. Wild Zone 2 was, again, a bunch of hit and miss, right? We come across a very similar problem to Wild Zone 1. It has one useless Pokemon in Patrat, which is thankfully an upgrade to Wild Zone 1. But then we come across the issue of dupe typings. Kakuna would be a dupe typing. Oh, I forgot, Badoo. I literally forgot about Badoo, even though it's on this list right in front of me. Nothing, okay. And let's exit. Like Badoo and Patrat, why Roserade isn't awful, would not be good enough for the team. And if I got those shinies, I'd be depressed. Staryu and Magikarp are both water types, both have Mega Evolutions, both are good, and I would love a shiny Mega Gyarados. But, and I say this, why aren't you Alpha? I say this with the most kindness I could try to say it with. The fact is they are both tied. They're, you know, the static spawn is tied, so you only can go after one. Or like the, you know, static shiny or static alpha. But also it comes to the problem that one is locked to night. So Staryu would 100% disappear for a good chunk of what I'm doing here. But also it's an area where I have all the alphas, so I wouldn't be, I would just be resetting, and I would do that off camera, and I want my first hunt to kind of be noticeable. No, bad Numo. Oh, man, it has to be so great. Curse, attack, defense rows, man, dude, just aggression. But yeah, I mean, thankfully it does have a lot of Pokemon that can Mega Evolve. Magikarp, ow. Staryu, ow. Kakuna, ow. Okay, is it anytime I say a name? Binnacle. No, I guess not. I guess it was fine with Binnacle. Dude, it hit me every time I tried to say another Pokemon, bro. Oh, it tried there. It tried there and knew what it was doing. But the problem is, Kakuna would be another bug type once it becomes a Beedrill. That's dupe typing. Staryu and Magikarp would be great, but like I said, we're only going after one, kinda, sorta. At night, I mean, regular Magikarp can spawn, but yeah. Binnacle's great because it has a Mega Evolution, but like, yeah, it's the biggest scare for me. Oh, it's about to wrap up. I might as well just go to the exit. Oh, never mind, it's gonna reset. So yeah, like, Staryu and Magikarp and Binnacle would be worth the attempt to get a shiny. But the chances of running across a Bidoof, or worse, a Patrat or a dupe typing Kakuna would kill the team. Like, I would immediately have to do this for multiple episodes to try to get. I'd probably do fly resetting or bench resetting or something off camera. Because let's be honest, I cannot go into final battles with Beedrill, you know, Ariados, or like, you know, Roserade, you know. I couldn't be going in with a middling team because I could lose. And that would be kind of embarrassing. Now, would I? Probably not. I probably could make it work. But yeah, Wild Zone 2 scared me because it has multiple Pokemon that could be really great. Magikarp, Staryu, Binnacle, but there was also 3 that could cause issues. And I didn't want to risk it, right? Wild Zone 3, similar issues with the others, right? And it's just the same story. There's a Pikachu there. Just like with Pichu. It would be a dupe typing, and there's no Mega Evolution available in the base game. I doubt I could get access to the Mega Evolution. Even buying the DLC, I probably have to beat the game first. So that would still just straight up be a regular Raichu, and while I love Raichu, it would be a dupe typing that couldn't Mega Evolve. And from a team building standpoint, it's not the play. Because I love Raichu and I would use it, but you know. And if it was a lone Raichu, then it would at least have a dual typing and I could make use of that. Fletchling is up top, and why I would check it, because obviously in Wild Zone 3, you would go up and down the staircase. If Fletchling's shining, that's great. Doesn't have Mega Evolution, you know it's rough. Litleo, it's Mega Evolution. It has one, it's just not my favorite, and its shining's kind of cool, but like, so far there's too many other negatives to account for one. Flabebe / Fortius eventually does have Mega Evolution, while it's a fairy type. It's not the be-all end-all. It's not that great. It's a decent Pokemon. And Florges is a good Pokemon. I shouldn't say it. But when Mega Evolutions are a factor in the game, it's not going to hit hard enough to count for that. Skidoo. I love Skidoo. Shiny Skidoo. I love it so much. I love Go-Go. But let's be honest, it's not going to hit. Esper would be great. It has a great Mega Evolution. It's a good typing. It's cute, it's adorable, has a decent shiny. So yeah. Pancham, again, no Mega Evolution. You know, it's just that same question of why, when a game has Mega Evolution, and also almost like a pseudo unlimited Mega Evolution, because you can Mega Evolve multiple Pokemon in a battle. You're not limited to one. We're gonna need those hard hitters. We're gonna need multiple Pokemon that we can go in and Mega Evolve hit hard with, right? And while it's not maybe 100% necessary, you want to use Mega Evolution. You know, I replayed X and Y while I was playing the other games, you know, my personal time, mainly because I was so excited for it. So when you have Pancham, Skidoo, Flabébé, Pikachu, Fletchling that can't Mega Evolve, and you have Litleo, whose new one is like not all that exciting, and Esper, who's like probably the only real good, decent option there, because I do like Meowstic. And the Mega Evolution's kind of cool because it blends both of them. You also have to get to that point where it's like, okay, is it really worth it for one Pokemon like that? No, because then, just like some of the other ones, I'd be isolated to one Pokemon. Shiny hunting one guy. And in this form, would be really tough. Right? Shiny Charm, or after I'm done with the main story, if we want to shiny hunt one Pokemon all day, yo, I'll stream it. I'm down. We vibe. We get it done. I'm cool with that. But here, we can't. Right? So, Wild Zone 4 actually scares me. Because it is more the same problems with some of the other ones. I love Doublade. Honedge would be cool, but no Mega Evolution. But it's a really good mon. But also, I think it requires a trade. And trying to trade a shiny one of those, if I lose it, it's actually going to depress me. And because I love it, and it would probably get to the point where I don't know if I'd probably take a long break from this game. Like, it would actually depress me to the point where content would probably stop. Like, I'd probably try to work on something else. Oh, you're a regular Gibble. No glowing eyes, I should have noticed, but you know. Thought I'd double check. But yeah, Ekans is not great. Arbok doesn't have a Mega Evolution. It would be an Arbok. It's whatever. Spinarak is Dupe Claws. Patrat and Spupa don't have Mega Evolutions. Aren't strong Pokemon even when fully evolved. And Ghastly would be the only redeeming one, and that's another trade one. Where, I mean, who's stealing a shiny Haunter, by the way? Or shiny Gengar? It's not a great shiny. But with Mega Evolutions, maybe they would, because it's shiny when it Mega Evolves is actually pretty good. So, you know, it gets to that point where it's, you know, it's not trusting other people. I'd have to find someone I could trade and trust, and yeah. You know, Wild Zone 4 is a nightmare. And not to mention, I've heard so many people just, after Shiny Charm, Spinarak shows up, and we already have an Ariados that we got as an Ariados. It wasn't a Spinarak, so yeah. Now let's move to Wild Zone 5, which was a heavy contender except for two real big scares. And those two scares scared me enough that I didn't want to risk it. So, Wild Zone 5 has benches. You could just bench reset right in there. You're a regular Gibble. Man, Gibble, be alpha, be mad, be angry. You can be angry. None of the rest of these guys can be angry. Okay, the rest of you guys need to chill the hell out, man. Calm down. But Gibble, you can be mad, man. You be angry at me. You spawn from the ground with rage and glowing red eyes and the whole 9 yards, man. You do that, man. You're good. But Wild Zone 5. Bunnelby, Patrat. I could not risk those two being my shiny. I could not imagine using really bad Pokemon like them on my team, because then, like, all the weight would fall onto everyone else. Not to mention, if I'm honest, I really just can't look at Diggersby. I'd rather keep a Bunnelby and just suffer. I would. I'd much rather just suffer. Like, Bunnelby is adorable. I love it. There's not a redeeming quality about Diggersby, if I'm honest. Not a single one. He's an ugly Pokemon. And yeah. Yeah. But there was a lot to love about there. Pidgey, Pidgeotto, Abra, Bellsprout, that and the Static Alpha, Electrike, Venipede, Rillipede, and Vinicle all have alphas. Fletchling and Fletchinder aren't as bad as Patrat and Bunnelby, but still don't have a Mega Evolution. I mean, I almost, because I could spawn reset with just sleeping. Why don't your eyes glow red? In there, right? I could just use the benches right in there. Wild Zone 5 was in heavy contention, but if I got a shiny Pat Rat, which, I mean, I don't hate the shiny for Pat Rat and, oh my god, what's its evolved form? Shoot. How am I forgetting his evolved form? You know who I'm talking about, though. We don't need to worry about it. We don't need to worry about him. How am I forgetting it? Watchog. I remembered. Okay. Watchog's out. Shiny ain't bad, right? Ain't bad. So I would not be mad, and hopefully I'm doing this right. I mean, obviously I'm resetting, so I'm doing this right. I just don't think I'm doing it efficiently. With shiny hunters. Obviously, like I said, if I'm not trying to just look for another alpha, I'm doing this legit. I'll just spam fly over and over again without issue. Like, honestly, I'm okay with doing that on stream or something, you know, or on my own time. But when I'm looking for possibly an alpha too, so I can at least have some production, yeah. It is what it is, right? It's not efficient, but it's what I'm gonna do. But yeah, no, 5 was a heavy contender. Wild Zone 6 was a strong mixed bag. It was a strong contender as well, but there's 2 factors that scared me. So, first off, hey, Alpha Jober. Why couldn't you be shiny? Pikachu. There's obviously the static alpha spawn. If that one was there, it'd be another dupe typing, which wouldn't be the end of the world because I love Raichu, but you know, it is a factor you have to consider. Here, Machop, even if I didn't like it, would not be a dupe. Well, that's not true with Hawlucha now that I think about it. But wouldn't it be a full dupe? No, yeah, I would. But still, you know. But yeah, there's a lot to like there. Flaffy, it would be a dupe, which would suck, but it would accomplish the goal of getting a shiny, and it wouldn't add to the team because that would be a second Ampharos, which no dupes on Pokemon species. That was one of the rules I decided, and was pretty much the only rule, was no dupe species. No duped evolution line. So, Flaffy, if it was a shiny, wouldn't be the end of the world, but also wouldn't be a shiny I could use. So it would go in and be cool to complete the decks, but like my shiny living decks, but like it also wouldn't be like, it wouldn't be one of those things where I would look at it and be, oh, it's a joke. Sad. It wouldn't be that exciting. Magikarp, Houndour, Meditite, Swablu, Baneri, Binnacle all have Mega Evolutions. Like, it's a strong contender, but there was 2 in there that were... One would be a dupe typing of a Pokemon I love. But also I tried to stay away from Pikachu, because like I knew if I got Raichu on my team, and once I got to the DLC, even if the Raichu forms weren't the best, once I have a Raichu on my team, it's over. No electric type will ever get used. Like, I'm gonna... If I got access to a Alolan Raichu without the Mega Evolution, no other electric type is being used. Okay, you're not alpha. Like, I'm being real. I'm being real, I'm being honest. That's just... I love him that much. Oh. There we go. Oh, he's mad. I should have saved. Please don't screw this. Oh, thank you. Okay, let's exit. So, first off, Alpha Gible. That's massive. Another Alpha Gible, and I could just fly reset for a little bit off camera, and we could go... Oh, wait, hold on. I just tried to go back in like I was trying to catch something. I'm not trying to catch anything. Let me save again. I'm an idiot. Ignore me. Alright. So, yeah, that's massive, dude. I'm so pumped that we accomplished another thing on this. But yeah, so Wild Zone 6 was heavily in play. Wild Zone 7, I gotta be honest, was not at all in play. And it's because of pure dupes. Kakuna would be another bug. Ghastly is okay. Roselia would really want to help. Shuppet would be okay. It has a Mega Evolution, all that. Hippopotas doesn't really have a Mega. It's, you know, and Paladon's cool, but it's not super great. Slow. Audino has a Mega Evolution, but it's an assist one. It's not too bad in this game, but again, it's shiny. I would love to get one, but maybe not right off the bat. Vanillite would be dupe. Claws. Fletchinder is the static there, and it's not that exciting to chase because I would love Talonflame shiny. Like I said, it's not all that helpful. Floette, again, 4 just isn't bad. It's just there's not enough Mega evolvable Pokemon in there to be really worth it. Like you're going for what? Ghastly, Shuppet, and Audino. That's not a great batch. So 7 was obviously like voted no. 8, we've gone over 8. That's why we're here, right? 9 was one reason scared me, or 3 reasons technically. Carbink, Sableye, and Fletchinder. Yes, Sableye has a Mega Evolution. It's not one I'm super excited about, and it is one that like it would just wouldn't be that exciting, if I'm honest. I'm not a Sableye isn't bad, but it's not like, yeah, I don't know. Fletchinder, same issue before. Not a Pokemon that like, you know, Talonflame, shiny, awesome, cool. I'd be happy with that. And shiny Hunter, I definitely will. But at some point, it's not the guy I'd want right now. Esper, we've gone over him. Meowstic's the same thing. Carbink scares me. Carbink is such a disaster level Pokemon that if I had it on my team, I might as well chase for a 6 and 7 shiny and get my objective done right off the bat. Because Carbink is that bad. If it could evolve into Diancie and we could get access to Mega Diancie, then sure, we're talking a whole different story. But it doesn't. Carbink is a standalone. Manectric has a Mega Evolution, but it'd be another electric type. Did I talk about Kadabra? Again, a trade evolution, and if someone stole it, I'd be really bummed. You know, like, it would suck to lose a Machoke, but like, I have Machoke and Machamps. It would still suck, but it wouldn't be as depressing as a shiny of a Pokemon I'd want. You know? So, like, we would want more than a Machoke. I'd still want the shiny Machoke, don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong to say I wouldn't, but shiny Alakazam, a shiny Kangar that can Mega Evolve. You're talking about different levels here, right? So that pushed me off 9. 10 was... 10 was... Oh, wait, no, okay, it's just the first alert. I was like, wait, is it already turning night? It is, but not really. Still a little bit more time, that new will just kind of spawn there. Oh, look, a whole little family. Oh, there's a lot of spawns this time. This was Scarlet and Violet where you count the number of spawns. I may have a shiny based on the number. I think there was like 16 there. Yeah, no, 10 was Slowpoke could be Slowbro, Staryu could be Starmie, Ivana would be Sharpedo, Sharpedo would be Sharpedo. Tynamo could be Electros, Bellsprout could be Victory Bell. A lot of good options. The fact that I could get a Watchog and an Arbok. Yeah, a lot of good options, but Watchog, good shiny, but it would like, it just wouldn't be helpful enough. It wouldn't be big enough for me to use. And then same with Arbok. I mean, Arbok's kind of cool, but like if Arbok had a Mega Evolution, ooh, then we'd be talking different stories here. Like, we would be talking about, oh, maybe, you know? But unfortunately, it doesn't. So we're not talking maybe. We're talking no. Hey, Gibble. What's up, buddy? All right. So yeah, no, I mean, mainly it's that, not to mention there was a lot of aggression and it's a pretty big area. And if I kept spawning the spam, like spawning the spam, spamming the spawn by flying, and it was Slowpoke, or I went to the benches and Watchhog or Arbok were the ones. Yeah, I couldn't risk those two. Right? I couldn't personally risk it. In my mind, it was not worth potentially having those two. Which is mean to the rest, because I'd be happy to get the rest. Like, if I was shiny hunting my last member and I knew I had a really strong Pokemon, like, let's say I got Gibble here, and I got another challenge to do another, like, shiny hunt. I just wasted a repeat ball. Excuse me. I'm just gonna run out of here and shame and pretend I didn't do that. At all. Let me actually fly to a Pokemon Center, retrieve my balls, and I'll fly back. But yeah, that knocked 10 out of contention. 11, it was more the same with Fear. Slowpoke, Slowbro, amazing. I'll heal my Pokemon too while I'm at it. Amazing. Gyarados, I very rarely see it, but would be amazing. Stunfisk is immediate panic, red alert. We can't do this. It's a dupe typing because it's electric. I know it's also ground, but yeah. Frou-Frou would be a cool shiny, but also I'd attach a trim to it and it would just be there. Thank you for the 5 repeat balls that I totally didn't look like an idiot using. Thank you, good sir. NK would be cool because of Malamar, but I love Clauncher shiny and I already have one. Clauncher is cool again, also good shiny. They wouldn't be helpful enough. Right? Like, they're strong, but they also want to be, like, they're not who I'm looking for. They don't have a Mega Evolution, right? Which Clauncher with a Mega Evolution would be cool, pretty cool. Or Clauncher, technically. But yeah, no. Like, if I could get a Slowbro, a Gyarados, an NK, I'd be sitting pretty. But if I get a Stunfisk, a Frou-Frou, it's not like I... Okay. Earthquake. Oh, shoot. He's angry, so I can't do anything about it. Okay, I'm panicking here. Rock Slide. Iron Head. And I got it. Let's go. That's awesome. Good job, Excadrill. So, just like that, I got an extra Krokorok, I guess. I guess he can become a Crocodile? What level does he evolve to Crocodile? Hold on. Crocodile. I think it's 40? It's 40. Okay, so 10 levels. That's something I can work on later. Either way, he can just stay there for now, and eventually he will be there. I got this Gibble at 30, level 35, so it's actually worse than the other one by a level. So I'll turn this one into a Gabite, and we have an Alpha Gabite too. That's awesome. So as this is evolving, like I said, Wild Zone 11, just not really worth it. Wild Zone 12, that's where I got my first shiny, Vanillite, and that's the biggest reason I didn't do it, because I wanted to try to get a shiny in a different area. That's the only reason. Not to mention, Machop, Machoke, Mag, Go-Go, I love it, but it's not going to be super helpful. Oh, let's go, Alpha Gabite! Feels good to just, you know, get those guys knocked down. Feels really good. I no longer need... yeah, I guess I can fly spam. So I'm going to talk about the rest of the wild zones, why I fly spam. And I'll do this for, like, you know, we'll look in a few minutes. Whoa, stupid freaking thingy. I wish it would just auto snap to a little bit more. But Delibird, not a good Pokemon. Would be a dupe on ice typing. Yeah, Snorunt has, you know, good things, but again, dupe typing. Snover and Abomasnow, again, kind of a dupe typing with the ice. Grass would be helpful, but yeah. Vanillite would be a dupe shiny, and, you know, Go-Goat wouldn't be good. Bergmine Avalugg is, you know, and then Matcha. Yeah, there was too much ice for me to use it, not to mention it's an area that I already had a shiny in. I couldn't risk it. Wild Zone 13. I will say this right now. One Pokemon scared me off of this. Pavilion. If this was Scyther, Pinsir, Heracross, Phantom, Trevenant, Reapinbell, no Pavilion, I would be doing Wild Zone 13. Scyther into a Scizor. It would suck because I'd have to trade it, and it's a shiny Scyther, and then Scizor's really cool. But Mega Scizor, right? Mega Pinsir, Mega Heracross. Trevenant, I love Trevenant. It's such a cool Pokemon. It's Ghost Grass. You know, I could get the Alpha one. Phantom's a cool shiny too. You know, evolves into Trevenant. I'd find Reapinbell obviously has Victory Bell. All of these are 100% I'm okay with. But if I happen to get that shiny Pavilion, which isn't a great shiny in the first place, only its body changes. It goes from like, it's multicolored to a single body color to like solid white, I think, from like gray and, you know, not useful enough. And so at the end of it, I just, yeah, all the rest of them were so good. Maybe if I needed a 6th Pokemon and I knew I got something good here, I would be okay with it. But if I went there, got Pavilion, and I looked at my team, I would be in panic mode. I would be thinking, okay, I gotta go get another 2 shinies to get done with it. So yeah, Wild Zone 13, close, but no cigar. Wild Zone 14. This scares me for 2 reasons. The fact is, Emolga and Helioptile, cool, dupe electric typings. And while they're probably very rare, they wouldn't be great additions to the team. Onix, I would have to evolve it, shiny Onix into a Steelix. Someone might not steal it in an online trade. Kind of scares me. Drillbur and Aeron would be great. You know, Drillbur and X-Drill, Mega X-Drill. Aeron, Lairon, you know, you have, oh my god, how am I forgetting Lairon's final form? Oh my god. Aggron, and then Mega Aggron. It's not a bad Pokemon, right? So that one was also in contention. Truthful, just mass truthfulness there. It's just if I came across the shiny Emolga, the shiny Helioptile, Onix, and I lost in a trade, I'd be depressed. So I couldn't really, I didn't want to risk it. It's dumb, but yeah. Later on, when I can just shiny hunt, just to shiny hunt, whatever. You know, I'm so cool. Okay, it's about to switch tonight, so I'll just let it manually do its... Oh wait, no, I can probably get one more in. I forget what I'm doing. Wild Zone 15. Alright, let me be honest. Beedrill, dupe typing. Larvitar would be amazing. I would love it. Rolipede, Scolipede would love it. Haunter would be fearful about the trade, but yeah. The fact there's so many Pumpkaboo and Gourgeists, and they're not my favorite, like I'd much rather have Trevenant than a Gourgeist. Yeah. Great shiny though. Great Pokemon. Really cool to collect. Not to use. Shuppet Bayonet would be awesome. There is Trevenant there, and there's Noibat there. But yeah, I'd probably get a shiny Pumpkaboo. And I really didn't want that on the team, if I'm honest. Wild Zone 16. Flaffy and Ampharos. Little League Dupe Claws. Metacham has a shiny, an alpha, that's cool. Florges is Florges. It would be cool, but it really wouldn't add much. Starmie, I've never seen there, despite it saying it spawns there. So, I don't know how Stormy spawns there at all because I've never seen it. Barbacore would be cool because the new Mega Froakie, if I missed it, would be Depression City. Phalanx has its new Mega Evolution. So it was close, but it was the fact that Florges isn't useful, and there's a chance for like Mega Metacham. Just I really didn't want to use it without its ability, and I've never seen Stormy there, and so it's like it's most likely Phalanx or bust, and it's like, did I really want to use a Phalanx? Kinda not, because we already have Fighting type. So yeah, it just kind of turned into as I was checking off, you know, Flapling Ampharos. If I got a shiny Ampharos, well, great, I have another shiny Ampharos. Whoop-de-doo, you know. It'd be cool, but like it also would be Dupe Claws, and I want my first shiny shiny hunt like this to be used on the team, right? So yeah, and then Florges would be cool shiny, but again, it would probably replace Gardevoir, and what a downgrade that would be. I love Florges, don't get me wrong, but it loses the psychic typing that, you know, a Gardevoir has, and if it's not an alpha, it loses that. It's just, yeah, it's gotta be something worth it. Starmie, if I knew Starmie was there, I'd be going for it because I love Starmie. And Water Psychic's a good typing, and yeah. So it just kind of was like, it slowly kind of said no. 17, do I even have to explain? It's most likely going to be a Pyroar or a Diggersby, maybe a Klefki, and there's just a whole lot of no. Pyroar is not a good Mega Evolution. I understand its flames looks like kanji, but it's just like the kanji, but it's just, it's not that exciting. It's not that fun of a Pokemon. Diggersby's horrible. I would not want on my team. Mawile would be awesome. Skarmory would be awesome. Lampent would be awesome. Klefki would be Klefki. And Chespin would be awesome, but it'd be sad to lose it. Yeah, it's pretty much the Pyroars and the Diggersby that just ruined it, if I'm straight up. Wild Zone 18 is one I heavily considered. Like, heavily considered. But I just unlocked it, and it was like Swablu, Altaria, obviously Mega Altaria, all awesome. Great shiny. Vagon, Salamence, you know, Mega Salamence, awesome. You know, obviously there's Shogun in the middle. But yeah. Lopunny, awesome, has a Mega Evolution. Fennekin has a Mega Evolution, I love it. Noibat, Noivern, doesn't have a Mega Evolution, it should. Oh, look at me, I'm collecting Alphas. But like Noivern's still a good Pokemon, Flying Dragon, so like 18 was there, but it's just, I just got it and I thought I'd rather hunt an area I've been to, and it could get something else, which is obviously we got the 2 alphas, so like, you know, we got the Gibbles, we're looking good. And then Wild Zone 19, the last we actually have access to, too much fear. Like, I'm gonna just be honest with you, wouldn't really want, Clefairy's alright, Clefable and Mega Clefable would be alright, but it's a fairy type. We'd replace Gardevoir with it because of the fairy overlay, and just it would be a downgrade. Kangaskhan would be cool, but you know, Cleffa's there, Audino's there, Frou-Frou's there, just a lot of meh. And Drampa would be cool, but it only appears at a specific time, and Eevee would be cool because the evolutions. Houndoom is alright, but like if I wanted Houndoom, I'd rather go risk it in the other place. So yeah, no, it just kind of laid it down. And obviously I don't have access to Wild Zone 20. And if I did, then obviously I'd probably be open to catching whatever because it wouldn't matter because I'd be in the end game, right? So yeah, it's one of those things where Wild Zone 8, I think, made the most sense, but it was really close. 18 was like, it was 8 and 18 pretty much neck and neck, and I was just like, this is new. This is kind of like, I'd want something that like I'd be happy with almost any choice, and it would be easier to catch. I felt like this would be easier to go after than a bunch of higher level Pokemon like that are in Wild Zone 18. So I think I made the smart decision, but only time will tell. I've been traveling for a while. Actually, how long have I been? I don't know. I went on that little rant and I wasn't really paying attention to the time. Let's go in really quick. I don't think we did long enough. Yeah, there's no way we did that long enough. I probably only did that for like 10 minutes, if that. And I think my talking, I just like drowned myself, like drowned time out, and like didn't pay attention to the time. Yeah, so back to it. Maybe what I should do is take a break, do this for like another 30-40 minutes, and then check. Because I mean, this isn't the most fun thing to watch, right? And I mean, I did try a shiny hunt and I failed, but obviously the goal is to shiny hunt before having the shiny charm, but I think it's to successfully shiny hunt. Wait, hold on. Let me bring up the comment. Like, again, I don't want to cheese it. No, it should be successfully shiny hunt. Bringing up the comment as it's loading. I shouldn't be that guy. Since you need some for your challenge, I challenge you to shiny hunt before you get the shiny charm. Yeah, see, he's referencing my other challenge of any shiny found must be used. So I think it literally just means to successfully shiny hunt a Pokemon. And, you know, because I wanted to keep it broad, I was going by wild zones and not the surrounding area. Because, you know, there could be a shiny. Right? There could be a shiny right up here or right up there. Like, didn't I see a ladder someplace? Excuse me, guys. Oh. Guess these guys could also be shining. Here it is. Like, there could be a shiny Pokemon right up here. Which would actually be kind of sad. Be a shiny up there. Which actually I don't know how to get up there. So yeah, no, it's kind of rough. Like, I know I should be doing this a lot longer. I've also gone in and out and looked around so many times that, like, I probably have done this for, I know the recording probably like an hour and a half at this point, or the episode is, but like if I count the time running around, I've probably done this for about 40 minutes or reset sort of for 40 minutes. So yeah, let's head back in. See, if there was another shiny outside, it wouldn't count. Part of me doesn't want to look. I may have to wrap up this episode and then come back. Wait, but this also isn't spawning. Oh, is it spawning in? Is this getting the guy? Or do I have to run around to get him to spawn? So I don't know if it's getting the camera up. Huh. Oh man, okay. This will be our first like 2-hour episode, but as it approaches an hour and 15, after hour and 50, I think I'll call it, but let's give this a few more tries. Right? Does it, you know, I don't know. A part of me wants to be able to get it. But I feel like if I keep going, this could be a 4 to 5 hour episode. And I shouldn't. And I should do some off-camera fly resetting to try to better the odds. Alright, so I was looking up about shiny hunting here, and people say to fly here. But yeah. 50 meter radius? I thought it was 70 meters that it despawns. Hey, hold on, is it actually 50? So hold on a minute. That's 61 meters. That's not good. So I'm only spawning in like, if I land here, let me see. What's that at? That's at 61. If I approach, that's 55. So hold on, how about there? That's 47. Let me try to fly back in. Because I may only be getting half of this thing. That's 53. That's 46. So we're looking at like 51. So literally like right where this spot is. That's 52, but that's kind of distant. So yeah, we're only spawning in like this little bubble. Okay, so that's not bad, but by doing the method I'm doing, I'm most likely gonna get what? A Numal, which I won't hate, a Machop, which I would, or potentially a Drillbur. It's unlikely to get this Sandile, the Camerupt, this spawn maybe, or like there. These Sandiles that like are over here sometimes might actually get caught into it. So what's the best plan? Is the best plan for me to go in and run around like I've been doing? Or is it to run around the outside until I see the Camerupt spawn in? And then fly back? Feels like so much more than just running around. Not to mention running around, you check all the inside spots too. Alright, hold on. Alright, let me pull up a stopwatch. Alright. So we fly, go. Gonna see how long this takes me from start to finish. So we run to the side. Camera up. Boom, boom. And then obviously I'll stop it once I spawn in. So that's like 26.75 seconds. Alright, so let me pull up another... Oh, it would help if I typed the right thing. Let me pull up another stopwatch. Let me fly here and let me try to enter. And once it loads in, I'll click go. There we go. So we're going, we enter, that takes a little bit. Run around. This is going to take significantly longer. But I want to see how much longer, because I feel like this allows me to see all the spawns in comparison. And obviously it depends where the spawns are, but I hit all of them, I exit, I fly, and then I'll stop once I land. Oh, it's going to be significantly longer. Alright, so 41 seconds versus 26.75. And it's 41.08. Like, that's almost 41 seconds exact versus this 26, which is almost 27. But that's still 14 seconds difference. So it is quicker, but I'm also, I think, seeing less. Just making sure. So do I go the quicker way? And if I'm going this way, then it's mostly to get those three to spawn and to get the camera up. Oh, I don't know, man. Like, the mega camera up's cool. Edge over. Yeah, I don't know. Oh, that just reset everything. Yeah, I do. Oh, boy, oh, boy. I mean, I could always run from the middle in, like, just like right through the middle and go in and yeah. All right, so let's try that. Let's try that. Hold on, let me grab the stop clock back up. And instead of running a stopwatch, besides, all right, so as soon as I spawn in, I'll hit start and then I'll go. All right. Get in. Just run to the middle. Exit. Go here, fly back. And once I land, or once I spawn in, I'll stop it. Okay, this is stupid. Okay, so all of that, and without stopping or checking anything, was 26.73 versus what, 78, 76 was the other one? So we're talking 0.03 difference running through the center. And that's like, I have to like run through without a single stop. Like, I could look around, but if this thing hits me, knocks me, I get hit by anything and I slow down, I get caught on something running through the middle, I'm not saving as much time versus running out and around till I see him. See, this way I know I'm not going to run into anything. And then boom, spawn in, travel. So, yeah, I don't know. It's kind of a toss-up. Like, which one will be better? And I think he spawns equally on either side. Maybe not, actually. Hold on. I think he may spawn faster on this other side. Yeah, see, he spawns like right around here with that middle thing, right? So it's as soon as I cross that middle thing, he spawns. Now, if I go here and I run to this side, let's see where he spawns in comparison. Because that middle thing's like dead middle, right? Oh, so he does spawn a little bit sooner on this side, I think. Interesting. See, this is all workshop stuff. This is all like trying to work out what is the best method. So my problem with the outside method is any distance stuff, I'm going to have to go off of visual. Like purely visible stuff and then fly back. Obviously that wasn't efficient, but like if I keep doing that just to do it. Now, the thing is, am I supposed to even look? Should I just be running to the side, not looking except for the spawn of the camera up? And as soon as the camera up spawns in, fly. Versus, I feel like entering has one flaw. Why I think it's a lot quicker to enter and run through. If I slow down, if I get caught, but it also might allow me to see him sooner. Actually, would it just be better to wait until he spawns in and then turn back around? No, because on the outside you can fly back, and by the time he spawns in, it'd be sooner. Yeah, it'd be the other exit would be closer. Yeah. So for instance, if I ran in. Oh wait, hold on. He just spawns right there. He spawned in a lot quicker. Hold on, that might be the easier method. So hold on, let me zoom all the way in. Let me put a mark right there. So I have to get within 50 meters of that. Boom. And then you turn back around and you exit. Then you fly. That's not awful. All right, so we're gonna test this. Stop, watches, back up. I'm gonna pop open 3 of them and we're gonna see which method is faster. All right, so first off, we're gonna fly. Oh wait, hold on, let me zoom in. Hold on. I'm gonna have the thing normally zoomed in. So this is just a free reset, right? Okay, so yeah, because we obviously have like that. That mark, I need to get within 50 meters of it for it to spawn everything. Right? So let me fly in again. The run flaw with this method is I'm not going left or right means I'm not getting the spawns on the other side, which is the problem. So like if I'm here and I run around here, that whole other side is not getting spawned in. And I mean, for me to get within 50 meters, it's like there and then fly. Okay, so that's a test run. Let me get the thing. Once, as soon as I land, I'll hit it and then I'll stop it as soon as I land. All right, and go, run around. All right, that's 50, go, and 21:37. All right, so we're gonna fly in again and go to the right this time and see how well we do. And go. Oh wait, did my mark change? Shoot. It did. Why? Oh, sorry. Hold on. Let me restart the timer. So the mark was here because I put it like right dead in front. So hold on. I don't know why it reset. I don't know why the mark moved. That's weird. Okay. So obviously we need to zoom out. Fly here. As soon as we land, we will hit the thing and go. And we run to the side. And then we hit. That's dead in the middle too. And then we'll see when we land. See, the problem with this is we're not hitting either. We're missing the other half. Okay, this is just a little bit shorter. The other one was 21.37. This is 20.61, so it's a little bit faster. Now we're gonna try running through the center. And as soon as I land and I go, see if we can beat that. So 20 seconds pretty much. Okay, we go in, run, we hit 50, we turn back around. Everything should have spawned in. We exit, fly, and then I'll hit it once we land. Oh, this actually might be like dead even. Oh no, it's not. It's taking longer. It's taking longer. Yeah, we're at 24 seconds, almost on the dot. So, yeah, we're talking full host. But like, here's the thing though. Doing that method, right? It's not as bad as running around the entire thing. But, because obviously running around this entire thing will get everyone out. But the bad part about going around the outside is it's leaving half of the map not spawned in. Right? Versus cutting through the middle would. Because obviously either side, if I run through the middle, right? So hold on, I'm not gonna time this. I'm just gonna look. So if I put this right at like the edge of the side and I run in the middle, see already early on we're within 50 meters. Like that's hitting it way early. So like running through the middle as long as the camera up, because I think the camera up is 100% the last spawn. I think if the camera up spawns, I think we're good. I don't think we actually need to go all the way. Like I wish there was like something in the center to indicate the center point. So I feel like hitting the center, see I lose momentum on the turn. That's the big loss of it all. Then the extra time to exit the thing is something I don't have to worry about. Because I can't just pull up the map and fly away inside the wild zone. Because something will most likely have triggered on me by then. Right, like if I'm in here, I can't... Like I can travel there. But if I hit the middle here and the camera up sees me at all... Yeah, see, stuff is locked onto me. I'm not able to travel. And that slows me down. Oh man, there's hate everywhere. Oh, that's not the gate. Let me out. So yeah, there's a lot of flaws. I think running through the center is a little bit longer. But also, I don't know why marks keep appearing on this stupid thing. I feel like running through the middle gives me the best shot. Because going around like this takes way too long. This is, we've already decided. Going around the outside means the other side does not spawn. 100%. So we're missing an entire half of the map if we run around. Now, obviously, if we were just shiny hunting the alpha Camerupt, that method wouldn't be bad because that's what we're aiming for. I actively think running through the middle is the shout. Yeah. The flying, though, could get one of these guys to turn shiny, which is something we have to deal with. It could affect this guy up here. I don't know about the other buildings, though. Right? So I don't know how to get on this one. I don't see any Pokemon on there, though. See, the only problem about this method, edge over, is like I just have to do it for like 30 minutes. Like not this one running around. Right? But running into the center and then running out. And then just hoping a shiny, because we don't need alphas. We're looking for the shiny. Once a shiny has spawned, then it's spawned. So yeah, I think just to get a little taste of it, I'm gonna do like 3 more resets, and then we'll call it an episode. But I think pretty much what I'm gonna do is just run in here. Oh look, there's a nice little one right in the center. Run in, run out. Wish there was a way I could do it without losing momentum. And why it takes a couple seconds longer, like 2 or 3 seconds compared to running outside, right? It's not that much more. I feel like I'm hitting all the spawn points. Is there a way to like not lose momentum on the turn? Oh, like that. Okay, I think it's my camera turning that's messing with me. All right. So if I hard just kick it, I think that is the twist I need. Perfect. See, now obviously if I... Oh, nope, that didn't do it. Hold on a minute. Man, I'm just gonna have to play with this. Cause like I could just keep flying here. And what am I most likely gonna get? I'm most likely gonna get a Numel, maybe a Drillbur, and one of these things if I'm lucky, or you know, it's possible it could be, you know. And I think the Machops, right? Maybe a Sandile or 2 if I'm lucky, but it's mostly Numels. I think I'm hitting like 3 Numels. Ow. Ow. Well, everything's mad at me. Okay, screw you guys. I was able to get that turn without losing momentum. What did I do? I may have to play with this off cameras a bit more until I, you know. My big thing is I want to have the shiny caught on camera, but this is the last run, so pretty much we run in, and then we need to like, oh, okay, I have to press the run button to get it going again. All right, but I'll mess with this, guys, off camera and do it for like 30 minutes and maybe start the next one. I might do this tomorrow, but I want to thank you guys so much for watching. Until next time, tag out. I want to give a special thank you to all my Patreon members. Urza and Scott, you're amazing. If you guys want to check out Patreon and join it to get a shout out at the end, check Patreon down in the link description below. And you can also, like Scott did, make me re-record this.